Hey, what's up, guys? I'm RoberOnocle, or as you better know me, Rob, and I'm here with my brother, Mark. What's up, Mark?
What up?
And we are here once again for another TomoDachi Life podcast. And, it's one of those games where it's like there are so many things you can say about it. Like, it's not even funny. Like, so many experiences can happen with it. And, I'm like, you know what? I'm just thinking, I'm like, you know what? We should probably do another one. I've actually been thinking about that for a while, doing another TomoDachi Life podcast. Just didn't think it, because when we do that back in August, yeah, I didn't think it was gonna take this long, but I'm glad to get be a part of another one, or not be a part, start another one. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But also another thing, guys, I am feeling a bit under the weather today. Got a little sniffy sniff over here, and so I might be drinking water a little bit. I got a little cough drop in it. I don't know if that's gonna help or not, but I will be drinking that because I don't want to hock and spit on podcasts. I want to just drink that and call it a day. So yeah, that's it. Normally I would never ever drink on a podcast because I think that's a little rude. But in this case, I want to survive. So I mean, what are you gonna do? I guess you should get a better plane. You'll be above weather then. Ho ho ho. That's a knee slapper. All right, but let's get into these questions for tonight. So the first question for tonight is, what are your thoughts on TomoDachi Quest? As usual, guys, we always start with the guest first. So, Mark, what are your thoughts on it?
TomoDachi Quest. It's boring. It's kind of repetitive, actually. There's not like two areas you really go through, and like they usually trap you at the one spot. Really, it's called the crossing.
Who?
And they usually trap you so you have to go all the way back around, then crash into another enemy, possibly die, and then find the final boss after that. You really can't choose your classes, so there's not really anything fair about it. It's just kind of like, just chess. It's not really that fun to me.
You gotta love that RNG.
Yeah, this is not good. Especially when you get all medics.
All medics. Alright. So, is that all you gotta say about that one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'll take that torch from you. So, TomoDachi Quest. So, I'm gonna go into a rant.
Yeah.
When I start something out like that, I'm gonna get upset. So TomoDachi Quest. All right. Take Metopia. Take everything you like about that game. A refined, pretty decent RPG that's actually pretty fascinating, at least from what I've tried from the demo. Take that concept. Get RNGesus, have him shoot a couple rounds into it, and then throw it in the dumpster. That's what TomoDachi Quest is. That's basically what it is. And like you mentioned, the RNG, man, that stuff is like ridiculous, man. Like you said, like all medics, I've gotten that a few times. It is the worst thing because nobody's dealing damage. It's like, I can heal you, but you're all doing you're all doing like 28 damage apiece. Like, no, you are not gonna win. You're not gonna defeat the boss at the end of that. Oh man, it's it feels so unorganized, and cause again the RNG just like I said, RNG just shoots a couple rounds into the little arcade game, and there's also that dead end thing you talked about, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And how there's one part you gotta you want to go left or right. You can only pick left or right, and you have no idea like which one's the dead end. But if you go into that dead end, you come back, you have to fight. Like, see, this is how it goes. You fight an enemy on the overworld, then you go into the underground dungeon. You fight another enemy. You then pick left or right. You pick the wrong one. When you go back, you have to fight another enemy. So there's more damage piled on all of your partners. God help you if you don't have a single medic in your team. But you have to fight the boss with that health you already lost. So RNGesus, like, that's really, like, the biggest issue of why it's just so sucky to begin with. Because it almost, like, it kind of doesn't work at times. And again, with all medics, you ain't going to win that. You might as well just, like, I'm going home. I just going to have to accept that you lost that quarter. I mean, like, that's really it. But I mean, it is optional and is way off to the side. And you can only play it like twice a day. I mean, it's not like if it's a necessity, then that's an issue. The only time I like TomoDachi Quest is when the boss is something valuable, like a gold bar or something. well, you gotta kill the gold bar boss, and you're like, hey, I want a gold bar. Now, why they put a gold bar in an arcade machine is beyond me, because you're just asking to get that thing ripped up and have all the value stolen out of it. But, I mean, yeah, let's put this golden bar, which is like worth like $1,000, just in a arcade machine. This is the only game I've heard where you fight a golden bar. Yeah, like it's not even like it's not like it's not like a freaking gold bar god tier or something. No, it's just a giant generic gold bar. That's the boss. It's just a gold bar that can shoot fireballs at you. Oh man, you're fighting Ike's sword. I mean, you might as well. Like it's TomoDachi class, man. But oh yeah, the Ragnar. I always forget that name. I hear it, but then I forget it. Like right after, because I don't play Fire Emblem, even though people keep telling me I should. But it's not a Fire Emblem podcast. I think I'm just gonna keep moving on before I get shot up by the FE fans. So moving on to the next question for tonight, and that is, what's the nicest me on your island, and what's the meanest me on your island?
The nicest me on my island. The nicest me on my island is actually Cyclops.
Really?
Like he's always cheery about it. He's always happy about something. Like he's never actually once giving like flack at all. Like he just like enjoys life. He's like, life is great for me.
Really?
However,
X-Men Cyclops. No, this is like Mark's original character. He's just a me with one eye. He's a freak.
However, the meanest me on my island is Jesus. Yes.
There's just so much wrong with that.
So like, I was like, okay, I might have Jesus here, just for fun,
The Lord himself.
I need more me's. I'll have Jesus. And so I had Jesus, and Jesus, like, okay, I'll give you some clothes real quick. He was like, I'm like, okay, probably you should just like clothes. Get some more clothes, just like that. So I started like giving him more and more clothes so that he finally likes something. Like he never likes anything I give him. Like no matter how much stuff I give him, he hates it all. He don't like two things I've ever given him.
Are you serious?
Yes, Jesus hates everything. And Jesus always copped an attitude with me too.
Jesus copped an attitude with you?
Yeah.
What Jesus is this?
I don't know. He's always copped an attitude with me.
Keon over here, the Lord and Savior, everybody.
Like, Jesus, what is wrong?
It's because you're the Mark's over here saying it's because you're the devil.
I don't know. You make it seem like it is. But those are my nicest and meanest me. So
meanest. Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead.
All right. Oh, so for once, somebody actually had the courtesy to say you're good to go, Rob, without me having to ask. Thank you. It only took us 19 podcasts. Oh no, it's no big deal. So if I had to go for the nicest me on my island, let's look at this right here. The people on my island, they're all right. Like, so I mean, I might have to just give it a moment. I might have to think for it a little bit. Okay, let's see, nicest me. See, if I had to just go with the nicest, now, because some people are just weird, and I don't really call that nice because they're just strange. But if I had to go with the nicest, I know this is gonna sound weird, but I think Doom Guy, as in 1993 Doom Guy, is one of the nicest dudes on my island. I know it's weird because he's a character that, from his own franchise, he hates everything. It's just the kind of guy he is. If you aren't a civilian, Doom Guy hates you. That's pretty much how it goes. The dude who sends rockets with just running. Right. By the way, guys, you haven't seen that. That's a pretty interesting. Somebody looked at the science of Doom Guy and how he can basically launch a rocket into outer space. That's pretty interesting. But getting back to TomoDachi life here. So yeah, he's I don't know, man. It's he's not his personality isn't buddy, but he's a genuine guy, He's very dedicated to his girlfriend, which, by the way, is my niece, which is Mark's daughter in TomoDachi life lore. I don't know what the heck's going on here. I don't want don't really want Doom guy being my son-in-law, but whatever. Not my son, my nephew. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. That's Mark's son-in-law. Excuse me. But I'm tired. I'm sorry. But I feel being related to Doom guy, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. But I mean, he's a genuine guy. He's got that typical dad, Hawaiian shirt, sandals thing on. Like I said, he's a dedicated dude. He just wants the best for everybody. Like, he is so anti-Doom guy. Like, it is hilarious. Like, he's just an all around. He's just a nice dude. Pleasant to talk to. He's just a nice and genuine guy. Deserves to live in this world. Now, as for the meanest. All right, let's have a looky here, meanest, because I got a couple of jerks on my island. Let's be honest. Let me just think hard, because somebody on my island I know has really just riled me up one time. She isn't necessarily the meanest. No, actually, no. I'm saving that for later. Never mind. Forget that. Forget that I said. Why did I snap again? Forget that I said that. Hold on. We're gonna leave her for later. I think about it later. If I had to go with like just anybody, I know it's gonna sound hilarious, but I don't like RoberOnocle too much, to be honest. To be completely honest, I kind of don't like RoberOnocle. Because, I mean, first of all, he already got on my bad side when, like, the first thing he says when he gets my island is, "Hi, my name is RoberOnocle. I'm the smartest guy." And I'm like, no. You're not gonna come to my island with that attitude, all right? And then he proceeds to have a kid. He's an egotistical maniac. He's got some issues. He also keeps to himself a lot, which I don't trust him for that now. Now that he said something like, hold on, it's one of those things where I gotta drink the water before I die. Give me a second. Whew, that's better. Okay. But he also had a kid who she's also, she also views herself as like this intellectual that's high above everybody. So I've spawned more of myself, which is not good. So I think RoberOnocle, if he has more children, I think he's gonna be trouble. So,
yeah.
Yeah, he's I bet he has a photo album full of pictures of himself. Probably. He's got that, and he looks like my avatar on YouTube as well. Like they're just like the the glasses and just frowning. He looks a lot like my avatar. Just unhappy with life, but I don't know. He's the kind of guy that will he's like a sociopath. Like, he'll exploit people for his own benefits. That's what TomoDachi life RoberOnocle sounds like. To be completely honest, his personality is like an exaggeration of mine. It's hilarious. But I don't really like him too much, to be completely honest. Oh, excuse me. Wow. A little burp fest tonight. Okay, so let's move on to the next question here for tonight. And that is there a me you regret making? Like, it's just you're there and you're like, why the heck are you on my island? Like, it's one thing to be the meanest, but it's another thing where you're just like, bro, like, you're just like, why did I make you?
Carlos is the guy I regret, like, seriously.
Carlos. All right, you wanna give everybody a little bit of history on Carlos?
Back when I was a kid, I used to play My Sims, and my character I made was called Carlos. Why I named that, I really don't know. But that was just the name I gave him. And so Carlos, he was I put aside to put him like TomoDachi life. You know what? Just for fun. Okay. I put him in TomoDachi life, right? So okay, he'd be nice. He'd be all right. So it all went downhill after he started marrying Toadette, and
Toadette.
Then he broke up with her. He just kept a jerk after that.
Actually, did he divorce her?
Yeah, he divorced her.
After
he became a jerk after that, he just felt like an extreme jerk.
Oh, so he's that kind of guy. Also, yeah. Keon, I saw that. I saw what you put up there. I was watching the live chat, but I'm sorry, Mark. Do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, Carlos, he doesn't like anything anymore. He kind of just cops attitude with me every time.
really?
Yeah, he kind of just does that. Like, okay, dude. All right.
Now this is where you draw the line.
He doesn't associate with much people anywhere either.
He
He
doesn't
kind of just
what?
he doesn't associate much anywhere either. He just sits in his room just
He's like,
being mad.
I have zero connections. Do not talk to me.
Like sometimes he has problems. Like I want a new hat. So I give him a new hat. He hates it. Like dude. Like dude. Like, I waited this many months to talk to you, just so you to hate something I give you. Like dude. Yeah. So that I'm contemplating deleting him. You know. So yeah. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So you can go ahead.
All right. So for me, I regret making, and Kian, I know what you know what I'm thinking right now. I'm saving it for later, all right? But so if I had to go with me, I kind of regret making. Now I'm gonna cheat a little bit on this question here. I'm not gonna say make, but so much port. So I started a second file in TomoDachi Life like a few months ago. I forgot exactly, sometime back in like February or March. I don't remember, but so. My old island, of course, I had, me. I'm the look-alike because, well, it's me. But, so I poured him over, like, he was, my me from the first profile was ported over to my brother's island. He proceeds to port the ported me over to my second island. But the problem with him is that, like, well, for one, he hangs out in this, he likes to chill out in the golden room, like, all day. Like, he never goes out. Like, he just hides in there doing his stupid chicken dance all the time, and I hate that, man. Like, that already offends me. That he does that. But then he has to go and wear, like, this ugly, night costume. Not a night costume, but, like this prince outfit from the 17th century. And, like, he will never take that off. I put him in the red hoodie. I'm like, no. Red hoodie, red headphones. That's how you're supposed to do it. No, he takes that off. He gets right back in the prince clothes and starts doing the chicken dance again. I'm like, no, I don't like the chicken dance. Oh man, it annoys me. Like, it annoys me so much. I'm like, and he's always got. I don't know, man. I don't know. He acts a little weirder now. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, real me. In TomoDachi Life, not RoberOnocle, because RoberOnocle is supposed to be, that's why he's, that's actually why he's kind of a bit of a snarky jerk, but, RoberOnocle is kind of like okay, here is the RoberOnocle canon, alright? We're gonna just drop that down right here, right now. Alright, 2014 to... So 2014 to 2015, that's the scary RoberOnocle. We don't talk about him.
Amazing intro.
Oh my goodness. 20, late 2015, early 2016, that's when I had the Avatar one. That's another RoberOnocle. And then we have, like, the scary mid-2016 one, the little midget one that I kind of like to act like doesn't exist anymore. That one. And then we got the more refined, not, it seemed like it's not quite as detailed, but more appealing to look at current Rob that I like. And actually, no, I'm McKenna. He's more detailed. But, yeah, that's the current canon. So, the RoberOnocle I'm talking about is based on late 2015 or early 2016 RoberOnocle. That's the one he's based on, all right? Let's get that straight. So now that you're caught up on my channel lore, so the Rob I'm talking about is the non-canon Rob. Basically, he's the real me Rob. The non-canon Rob is the weird one that I don't like. And man, that was quite a bit to say, but yeah, I don't like him. He's weird. And he doesn't really act like, because he used to act a lot like me on my original island. And he was outgoing, never too much, but he was friendly when he got, when it was given the chance, a lot like how I act in real life. I'm more than glad to be your friend if you just act nice enough. But I don't know, no, he just kind of chills out as well. He feels like he's a shell of his former self. He's just a creeper now. Kind of just looks at everybody. I'm like, no, stop. And again, that freaking Prince outfit in the chicken dance, like, cut that out, like, for real. I don't like that. Jeez, man. And he just chills out in that stupid golden room all day. Always, not usually just, chicken dancing. I'm gonna go on to the next question here. So, what is your most accurate me personality? What is your most accurate me personality-wise, and what is the least accurate?
Most accurate me personality-wise? Probably Saitama. Saitama from One Punch Man. Because he actually acts just about how he does in the cartoon. He just lives a natural life. Doesn't really associate with too many people.
Pretty casual, dude.
It kind of just hangs out in his room. That kind of just what happens in the game. Doesn't really talk too much. Just doesn't have really that much problems. Just hangs out. So the least accurate is probably the Joker from like Batman.
Oh man,
Joker. The Joker's a pretty cool dude, actually. He has a lot of friends.
He's a pretty alright guy.
He has a lot of friends. He doesn't have any problems, He kind of just chills out, listens to music, hangs out with friends,
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he lives a pretty good life,
Wow, I guess he redeemed himself.
Yeah, he just kind of just lives on,
But that's what makes him so inaccurate, though, right?
Like he doesn't talk trash about anybody. He's kind of just like, okay.
Dude, he is so good at trash talking. So yeah, that's pretty realistic. They found some successful reactors. That's what. I mean, the way Mark's describing him, Keon. I mean, it makes you wonder.
He's like, okay, yeah, hello, how you doing today?
He's living a new life. He's got he's a college boy. He's going back to college. He's freaking. I don't know what he studied. What the heck would Joker study? I don't know, but yeah,
probably comedy or something.
Do you have Bruce Wayne on your island?
Bruce Wayne, I think I used to have him. I think I got rid of him though.
Why?
I don't know.
Cosmetology. Why would you get rid of Bruce?
Man, it was early me, and I wasn't really good at me's back then, so.
Oh, his chin was probably too big or something.
Yeah, his chin probably was too big, actually. Yeah, but I'm a pro me maker now.
You actually kind of are. So.
Yeah, so.
All right. So if you're all good, I could. Yep. All right. Cool. So for my most accurate me personality-wise, it's a little weird here, but I think Keon is probably my most accurate me on my island, because I mean he just kind of acts how he does in real life. He'll play some games. He minds his own business. I mean, like you gotta you hang around the people you just come around with. You don't just go out of your way. Like, hey, you want to be my friend? Like how some people are on TomoDachi Life, where they're just reeling in friends. Like you keep to yourself. Like that. If you something between you and somebody, like. If you just can't get it right between you and somebody else, you just drop the whole thing. You're like, forget it, and then it's just over. And, you chill out on your laptop sometimes. You occasionally go out. You go for you occasionally go out to the cafe, have a cup of coffee. Maybe read the newspaper, and then you go back to your apartment. You just gotta. You are weirdly accurate. Which is how you act. It's like this is about how I'd expect Keon to behave, and it is weird. And I think I got you a Wii U, and I think you occasionally play the Wii with somebody, probably freaking Tekken or something, or Pokken tournament. I don't know. You're doing your fighting game stuff over there. Probably that. Don't they have Street Fighter on the Wii U or something?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of stopped keeping track of the Wii U, but yeah. But I know it's weird though. Oh, also you also play your 3DS like a drug, which is exactly what you do in real life. You cannot deny that. Not that I'm one to speak or anything, but still. I think again, it's just funny how accurate it is. Playing Monster Hunter day and night. Yeah, that shoot, man. It is. What? I didn't mean to close that. It's weirdly accurate, man. It's almost like you're sentient, man. It's creepy.
He's woke.
Woke, apparently. Yes, woke. All right, so for the least accurate, I would probably have to go with shoot. I'd have to go with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Granted, these are some memes that Mark sent me, and then I just put them on the island. I just put them on. And I was like, sure, but so okay, so well, look, this is not. I'm not trying to be political here. I'm just speaking the truth. I mean, like, first of all, Donald Trump, he does like, well, never mind. I just never mind. But for one, I think it's just it's weirdly amusing how him and Hillary, what the heck, Hillary are like pretty alright with each other. Oh, I totally don't regret coming onto this podcast. These laughs are great. I hope this room is a brick wall. I hope his room is a brick wall. No, it's actually just an office, believe it or not. But yeah, so getting back to them. Okay, so first of all, I know this is freaking creepy, but Hillary goes out with Dr. Robotnik. I know that is the most vile thing I have ever heard. I mean, also, Kean, I'm glad you're enjoying the podcast. Just saying, but yeah, I mean that's just first of all, that's strange. Hillary likes to hang out in these like pajamas that are for like 10-year-old girls. I know it gets weird, man. Like, it just gets strange on my island. And Donald Trump is best friends with Saitama, aka, the One Punch Man. I mean, like, those guys are always hanging out somewhere. They like to play Airplane in Trump's apartment a lot for some. I know it's I don't know, man. I don't know. There's too many things going on at once. I'm just like, why? I'm like, and it's specifically airplanes. Like, he'll have his arms up behind him, and like they'll just be or a Naruto battle, if you want to call it that. But they're just running around like sliding past each other and crap. And I'm like, it's Donald Trump. I don't know what the heck is going on sometimes on my island. It gets weird there. High speed weave action. Oh my god. Oh, that's what I said that one time about that Fire Emblem Warriors thing. When I was making those obnoxious tweets about the Nintendo Direct, a high speed weave action. Oh man, I'm glad you brought that back to my attention. But yeah, two politicians both acting in kind of creepy ways that I yeah, it's one of the reasons why I just kind of like to ignore both Trump and Hillary, because they both just act weird. And I mean, Hillary already going out with Dr. Robotnik, or Eggman for you guys that don't know. I mean, that's just bleh. I'm good. I'm going home.
Yeah, we ain't messing with that now.
Whew. All right. Well, those were the least accurate me's. So let's go on to the next question for tonight, and that is, do you have any joke me's? Me's that are existing in your island just because you think it's funny that they exist.
Well, Mr. Regular and Mr. Irregular are joke me's, Mr. Regular, he's very irregular, actually.
I hate Mr. Regular.
Mr. Regular.
I really don't like Mr. Regular because he's not normal.
Mr. Regular actually lives a pretty normal life, though.
Mr. Irregular. No, I mean, that guy is weird, man.
Mr. Irregular. Irregular.
Irregular. Oh, no, my bad. Okay, I misheard. I'm sorry. That's me not listening, but Irregular is strange, dude. He's always asking me to give him weird stuff. And,
Mr.
What?
Mr. Regular is irregular, but Mr. Irregular is actually regular.
Yeah. Mr. Regular's a pretty chill dude. I mean, he likes to hang out in his, like, swimming trunks a lot, which is kind of weird. But, I mean, he's actually a pretty chill dude. He lives a normal life, but has an irregular hobby. Who? Mr. Regular, I mean, he's just... I don't know, man. I don't trust him, man. He looks stupid. He's like ultra slow. Like every time he's going over somebody's apartment, he's like, hey, I wanna, I wanna be friends with somebody or something like that. And then like they'll be talking and like the conversation will be like hanging on a little longer because he's like talking really slow. Or like he'll just come over to somebody's place and like it'll just take him the long. Like if you call him, like when he gets there, it takes him the longest. Like to get him over. I'm like, bro, hurry up. What are you doing? I think he steals girls. Oh, that's a Joe joke right there. Oh man. Whew. Yeah, I don't think if you guys don't watch, if you haven't seen JoJo Part 4, you will not get that. But sorry, but yeah, Mr. Regular, he's kinda, I don't like him. He's he engages in all the activities like you wouldn't really. I don't. Man, forget that dude. Anyway, what you said about Irregular, I'm sorry before I went on about how much I don't like him.
As an Irregular, he has a plain life, but actually, you know, it's funny. Mr. Regular and Mr. Irregular, they actually don't interact at all, actually. Which is actually kind of funny.
Do they even know each other exists?
I don't think so.
Wow. They're like
they never
exact opposites.
They never go to each other's houses. They never talk to each other.
They can't even acknowledge the other. Like that's just how different they are.
They're never even around each other like, at all, ever. So yes,
Isn't Mr. Regular's personality maxed out on quirkiness too?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a reason why he just acts weird, always engaging in weird hobbies and yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I'd say about them because they really don't talk to each other.
All right, what about anybody else? You got anybody else in there?
No, not really.
Not even not even not even Dr. Pepper knockoff guy.
Dr. Pepper knockoff guy. What?
No, you don't remember?
No.
Daddy Taste.
Oh, Daddy Taste.
You forgot about him.
He's not on my island. He's on your island.
Oh shoot, you're right. Anyway,
So
talk about him anyway. You made him.
I don't really have any concepts of what he actually does though. So.
Oh. Wait, oh, that's right. That man's name is Daddy T. Oh, okay. Well, you know what?
Daddy T.
Stop. All right. So you know what? Mark's just about done. Let's move over to my joke meet, shall we?
Yes.
All right. So all right. So first of all, let's talk about Daddy Taste for a little bit. Let's talk about Daddy Taste for a. A few months ago, I can't remember exactly when, there was this tweet up there that was like, it was a scenario game, so you know, it's like pick your birthday, then pick the day, and then you get this result. You know, everybody's played that at least once. So it was like, what knockoff brand of Dr. Pepper are you? So I forgot what did I get, Mark? You remember what I got? Father Cool.
Father Cool.
It was Father Cool. Yes, I got Father Cool. So, I'm like, and Mark, he decides, like, I'm going to take a whack at it. So he checks it, and he gets Daddy Taste. I'm like, that is vile. Like, that is disgusting.
Daddy Taste.
So what we did is, we set him up, so we made him, of course, really quick. I was gonna say queered, but we're not gonna talk about that. But we're not gonna talk about that mistake. But he's really quirky, of course, because his Daddy Taste. Like he's like short. He's obese. He has like a nose that covers up like half of his face. He's got a godforsaken haircut. And he's like a, and of course he's a redhead because those guys are already evil, but and also and then we put him in like a baby romper. Put him in a baby romper with like a little frog face on it, and then we give him a room with like with the Flores pizza, and he's got like a gigantic cheeseburger in the corner, and like a big soda. And a large of fries, and his couch is like a sub. It's a sub sandwich. Oh, thank you, Mark. By the way, brother Mark.
Brother Mark.
But it is glorious. Now, granted, I don't keep up with him too much. I know he likes to play with his maracas though, like a lot. He likes to play with his maracas in there, which I figured he would like. So, Whew. Daddy Taste is something else.
Daddy Taste.
It's almost as bad as something else I will be talking about in a little bit. So another joke me on my island is something called, or there's a person called Kill Me Please. That's what I named. I know I'm a very creative little boy, but
Ooh.
I named her Kill Me Please. She's short. She's like really fat. She's got like pigtails, but like she's got two dot eyes that are like beside her mouth. So like one on each, like one eye on one side, one on the other, but they're right next to the corners of her mouth. And she's got this stupid looking mouth, like the teeth showing, and like she has no nose. And it's like smack dab in the middle of her face. Oh, I gotta talk about that one too. Thank you, Keon. So like yeah, and she's also she like this, and like it's so hard to listen to her. I'm like, what in the world are you saying? But and she yeah, and she's got a creepy. She also plays with maracas. She used to like to hang out in her dinosaur outfit a lot, which that was kind of scary. that was weird, but yeah, she was a joke to me. Oh, also one time she was on the news and she had like a hair product. It was like a coffee hair product, and they showed her like that's like this nice thin lady with like luscious hair and like just flipping it back, like all fabulous. I'm like, wow. And I don't know if you guys had saw my tweet that one time that said, "Be careful what you call ugly in middle school," and then it showed her that's who Killy Please is. Her alter name was also Hit Me With a Meme. She basically wants to die really bad all the time. So yeah. Anyway, Kia just reminded me there is also another joke me I had, and his name is Little Boy Big Anger. And I mean, like, this dude is mad. Like, he's small, he's got a little gnome outfit on, his hair is, like, blood, like, not even blood red, it's bright red. Like, if you look at that, your eyes are gone. Like, they're gonna be seared. Like, they're in the back of your skull. It's super red. He's got, like, the biggest, like, I maximized his, like, face. So, like, his nose is ginormous, his eyes are, like, really big and, like, the tallest it could be, and like his mouth is like needlessly big. He's just a very mad guy, and I also surround him, with like a little flower. His apartment is like a flower field with like a unicorn and a rainbow. And make him happy, because like he's a very angry individual. But I think with some little rehab, he'll be all right. So I try to help I try to help the poor little fella out. He looks Scottish. Jeez. Okay.
All right.
So now we're not done yet. We aren't done yet. Okay. Okay. So I don't think I really have any other joke characters. Nah. I want to save the best for last. Yes, Keon, I do believe it is time. Okay. So, I would like to make a disclaimer here before, go any further, alright? I ain't looking to offend anybody, okay? I'm gone. So, I'm just waiting to see what Keon's gonna say here, because I only need to speak my piece about this. No, you gotta stay for the whole podcast, alright? You can't, but you gotta stay. All right, I'll make sure not to be. Okay, so let's get to the point here. All right, what I'm about to say next, because it does delve in the realm of it's a little more sensitive. And it's not like I'm like Nazis killed it. It's not like it's not like on that that level of like ultra edge. It's nothing like that. That level is ridiculous. So don't think it's like anything like that. But as with everybody, I do like myself some slightly politically incorrect humor, if you know what I mean. I mean, let's be honest, who here doesn't enjoy that, all right? But it's all in good fun, stuff like that. I mean, me and my family, we make honestly. I mean, if you hear the jokes, we make it. I mean, like you wouldn't even look at us the same, but we say the most ridiculous of stuff in this house, and it just kind of got passed on. I mean, we just silly stuff, but we're not doing it to hurt anybody's feelings, all right? We're not looking, like it's just joking, all right? I like joking. I just like that, all right? So, now that we've got that out of the way, Keon, it is time. So, a couple months back in March, actually, I found that out recently. I don't really know how I found out that information. All right, I know how I found it. I don't know how I end up in that position where I found out that information. I'm gonna shut my chat before I take. Okay, so back in March, and I explained this. I actually explained this post post TomoDachi podcast, the last one. I explained a post podcast. I didn't put it up because I felt it would just be very out of place for my channel. So I'm just gonna put it smack down in the middle of this podcast right here, if it even is the middle. I don't know how long this podcast is gonna be as of this podcast going on right now, as of this moment. But so back in March, me and a friend of mine, and you may make yourself known if you want to be known, but so me and a friend of mine were playing some Monster Hunter, right? Like this joke has a backstory to it. Me and a friend, we were just playing some Monster Hunter, just having a good time, just having a good old Monster Hunter session, grinding for stuff, getting some equipment. So so my friend was asking me. He was like, "Hey, Rob, I need some honey." So I'm like, "All right, yeah, no problem, I'm like, yeah, I can get you some honey, because we're me and this friend of mine. If you want to make yourself, and if you're you're listening out there, me and this friend of mine, we're always needing stuff from each other for something, because Monster Hunter's a hard life out there. Just saying, I'm not trying to put you down, but because we always need stuff from each other. But just drop my yeah. So it's me and Keon, all right. It was me and Keon. I don't want to, because again, I don't know how much traffic this joke's gonna pull in, so I don't try to drag into that. I'm just trying to be a courteous guy. But let's get to the point here. So he asked for some honey. So I'm like, all right, yeah, sure. I guess I'll give you some honey, because for some reason I always freaking have honey in Monster Hunter. But so I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll give you some honey. I forgot the exact amount. That's not important. But so I'm like, all right, get some honey. I give it over to him. All right, I go over to the gathering hall. I give it to him. I'm like, all right, there you go. And he's like, all right, thank you. As usual. And I'm like, oh yeah, honey boy, and honey boys. And I'm like, well, let's just say we thought it was for a lack of a better word, it was 6. Okay, now why you remember that? I don't know, but okay, I gave him 6 honey apparently, but so it sounded a little fruity, if you will. So that's the best way I can put it. So he's just like, yeah, you're right, or we just kind of go into like this short little dialogue about it. So yeah, we said it sounded like a fruity boy. Yeah, that's what we said. We said it like a little fruity boy band. So and then I proceed to and I'm not gonna curse Keon when hearing this, but basically I said honey boys in an interesting voice. Let's just put it like that. I said an interesting voice, and then Keon got mildly upset because I was just fooling around. So we drop it. And I'm like, all right, let's go back to hunt, stuff like that. So like later that night, I want to say, not quite sure. It was like in mid-March or something like that. Mildly doesn't cover it. I mean, do you want me? All right. All right. So just take my voice and just take the masculinity out of my voice. That's how I said it. Let's just say it like that. All right. So that's how I say it. And like we go on with it, and then like I want to say later that night, I find this obnoxious like large text that like I can put on Twitter, and it's just honey boys, and then I tag Keon in it, and I'm like, never forget. And he's like, he basically just like, no, we don't need this a part of our humor, Rob. Yeah, I tag you with it. You're like, no, I don't need this, and I'm like, oh darn. So like even later that night, because it must have been like a Friday or something, because I had like a lot of time on my hands that night. So like later that night, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna play some TomoDachi Life, because I'm bored. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I got a bad idea, you know? I got a bad idea. You know, and I'm like, all right, you know what? How about we take the concept of this Honey Boys joke and we concentrate it into a freaking me. So I'm like, all right, sure. Let's do that. So I do it, you know, I'm like, you know, and then I'm like, all right, and then I literally told you not to make it a thing, but you did it anyway. Ah! Yeah, oh man, Keon, you're killing us this podcast. But so I make it a thing, and so I don't know if you go, you know, just look at my Twitter profile page and just look through my pictures. Honey Boy is in there somewhere, but no, I'm not putting a picture of him on this. Actually, no, I won't have him. I won't have them up on my server, but that's a lie because we have. There we go, the emoji right there. Just called out on my hypocritical statement right there. Well, my upcoming hypocritical statement, but yeah, I was gonna get called out right there, but yeah. So I don't know, I just have it there for kicks, but so we have him in there, and let's just say the me Honey Boy. This is taking us so much time, but I have to go into full depth with this joke. I have to go into the full explanation. So let's just say the me almost seems aware of the concept of the joke, and like it latched a hold of that. Like I like some of this stuff I cannot even make up. Like okay, Keon's typing up something. I think I'll give him a little moment. That's okay because I need to drink some of this water so I won't die. You're so lucky this is family friendly. I'm trying to keep this as, you know, not as much of a political issue as, so I'm trying to find the words for it, but I think I've got this under control. So okay. Let's just drop it out here, all right? This is gonna get interesting. So, Honey Boy, the me, you have jumped in and slung all my thoughts. Oh no. So let's just get this down. All right. So Honey Boy, he likes to think about butterflies. He freaking loves his like bright fluffy pink room. He he likes to put on makeup. Do his nails. He freaking loves to practice ballet and hula dance. Like he freaking loves to do that. And it's always around like a bunch of chicks too. Like again, like it's scary. Like I'm like at this point I'm focusing on like, you know, like my JoJo me's now. I'm just like I take a peek over there. I'm like, oh well, what'd you know? You know, I take a look at it. You know, he likes to do that. He's also on a. My older brother is listening in, and it's so much better. Oh man, this is this podcast is getting better by the minute.
The family.
He's also occasionally He's also no, I won't say occasionally. That's a lie, but I caught him one time. Him and Vault Boy, they were like splashing water with each other on a fountain. I don't know how it is over there in Europe and Asia and something. I mean, dudes probably do splash each other with water in Asia just for fun. I don't know, but I mean, I don't know. Over here, Keon, I will get to that in a moment. So I don't know, man. When you when two dudes just splash each other in a fountain, you know, in America, that's yeah. So I'll let you figure it out. So yeah, he's also super flamboyant. Like he has like so many friends. Like in his like it just keeps like it's weird how popular he's getting on the island. Also, at one point, according to TomoDachi, like he was the strongest dude of my island. I don't know. Also, he because he's Honey Boy,
the strongest bee.
The strongest bee, but
the strongest bee.
I also gave him a bee suit, and he likes to chill out in that a lot because, you know, he's Honey Boy. Ironically, though, He hates honey. I thought that was weird. He doesn't like honey. Like it's weirdly enough, he does not care for honey like at all. But all right, and this was the kicker, and I know Keon, you are waiting for this one right here. So, so one time, I'm like, I'm bored. Let me check out my meme. I'm like, all right, let's check out the honey boy. Let's see how he's doing. So I come to his room. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, all right, what's on your thoughts? And so then he tells me this. Whenever the professor, and we're talking about Professor Layton, so that's because people call him the professor. He said, whenever the professor smiles, it makes me all warm and fuzzy on the inside. And I'm just like, no way. I'm like, no way.
Then later on they get in the fight too.
Yeah, they got into a huge fight and they ended up being okay. But I mean, I just see that, and and if you guys don't know, Luke. Oh my goodness! Oh, I saw that, Keon. Unfortunately, I cannot repeat that on the podcast, but oh man, I can't. There is no way I can repeat that, but yeah. So and see, just now I'm speechless at that. I'm like, the professor makes you all main man Mark, yeah, my man Mark, you missed it, the statement, because I don't remember. I can repeat this again. The build up to that. If you want me to say what the best thing was, I can say that again. Just give me the word. So, one of my live listeners, you deserve a little bit of privileges, You know what Keon said, and yeah, I can't say that on podcast. Yeah, maybe Keon can DM it to you, but yeah, there's no way I'm saying that. Yeah, it's not safe for podcast. It's not. I can't say that, but yeah, I mean. I was like my jaw dropped there. I had to stop the game. I gotta talk to Keon. I had to stop everything about that. It was surreal, man. I'm like, how can a me get he's borderline woke.
Borderline woke.
It's just, oh man. My man Layton, watch out, my guy. That's all I gotta say.
My dude.
My dude. Watch out. But I thought that was the funniest thing, man. Oh, also on a funny note, one time I was playing a little mini game with Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider, and we had a little who's the me behind the shadow. One after the other, she had Honey Boy and then Keon. I'm like,
what? You cut off a little bit.
I said so this is a little a shadow game that people can play. The music can play a little shadow game. What me is this behind the shadow? Lara Croft, the first me was Honey Boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the second me was Keon right after. I already know how Keon feels about this joke, so I'm like, the fact that he came up right after that is freaking gold. I saved that. I'm like, I'm taking a picture of that. But I just thought that was a little funny. Anyway, that is the entire joke explained. Whew, that was like a 15 minute joke. You lost sleep. Oh man, this is a good night. Anyway, man, we're only halfway through the podcast questions for tonight. Let's move on to the next one here. Are you good, Mark?
Yep.
I'm tired of talking. Let's let you do a little bit of talking, all right? Plus, I feel like I'm dying again, so I need to think I need to get a little drink of water. All right, so next question for tonight, and that is there a me you wouldn't trust in real life?
Well, this comes naturally, but the villain. His name is, the villain.
Oh, the villain. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. aka Mike Darris.
Mike
Yeah,
Davis?
yeah, Mike Darris.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he's kind of shady. He's kind of sleazy too. Kind of just hangs out in his room with his hands behind his back, just thinking.
Ooh, hands behind his back. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Yep, he
Yeah,
just sits there and
he's
think.
plotting something.
Like he starts usually lays low. He has problems every now and then, but he usually sits there and think.
Oh, yeah, dude. Somebody who's named the villain and he's low key. You know he's up to something.
Yeah, he hangs out by himself in his room just thinking. That's all he does. He'll sit down sometimes, read a book, but he usually just sits there and thinks. So yeah,
He's gonna freaking bomb your island. Look out. Also, Keon over here. I wouldn't trust Daddy Taste with all the fiber of my being.
Daddy, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if Honey Boy and Daddy Taste were in the same room, it would get chaotic. That's another day. So you said the villain. You wouldn't trust him in real life, right?
Yeah, he's very sleazy and kind of just shady.
I mean, the way you described him, yeah, I wouldn't trust him either.
He looks like with a slick back haircut too. Just like, ugh.
No.
Yep, I'm not messing with that.
No. He's up to no good.
It was long black coat too and everything. Yeah, so that's the me I wouldn't trust.
Jeez, man. A long black. So, and he's a walking edgelord? No. Jeez. Anyway, so if you're all good, I can take it from here.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool. So, for me, I wouldn't trust in real life. Impa's daughter, Maya. I would not trust her like at all. Like, 'cause first of all, her mind is hell-bent on money. Like, that's all she ever talks about. It's just like, you know, I gotta hurry and get back to work and get some money or something like that. Or, like old people are, like, they don't value money enough or something like that. It's just like stuff I'm like, I don't, And then one time she asked me how much money did I make. I'm like, excuse me. That is none of your business.
That is a question you just casually ask somebody.
I'm like, yeah, right, a mugger. Money equals, but right, I don't trust her. Like, she's always talking about money, and I'm like, I swear, you're gonna cut me a raw deal if I talk to you longer, man. Like, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure you're like the net neutrality of like being like social communications. Like, it's like, oh, you want to talk to me? That'll be $50. Like, no.
He's probably in cahoots with the villain.
Right. Like, they're probably both up to no good. And she's always in that stupid yellow, like, that stupid golden dress of hers. Just think she's the woman. You know what I mean? Jeez. I don't know, man. And she's got that. And she's got like a purple room. I don't know, man. Everything I've written about her is just wrong, man. I feel like she's made a lot of like bogus deals and a lot of like there's a lot of like sleazy stuff on the side. Like she's pulling through like she has an addiction to just earning cash. Like, she's like Mr. Krabs. But like, Mr. Krabs, except more on the aggressive side. Like, Mr. Krabs tries to stay low key. Well, not always, but but she's just like she is so high key. Like, it's just like it's pretty clear at this point that she's just kind of out. She has it out for people and their money. But yeah, I would not trust her in real life. Like, seriously, no, thank you. Anyway, let's move on to the next question for tonight, and that is: has a child born on your island ever turned out to look like an abomination or just flat out weird?
Yes, that's basically any child besides mine. Any child on my island that's not mine looks freaking terrible. I mean, couple of my kids look a little creepy, but most of the kids on my island that's not mine are actually no. All the kids on my island are not mine are freaking ugly, and they're just ugh.
Yeah,
like
you'll get a lot of those.
The parents can look all right, but the kids like ugh.
They turn into this mess, man.
Yeah.
Like, no. All right, you have any specific examples or?
Well, there's my robot counterpart's kid. I think his name is Blake. I mean, he looks pretty terrible.
Ooh.
Louis' daughter, she's pretty scary. I think it was
Louis
Maya's
as in
daughter.
Pikmin's Louis. Pikmin
Yeah,
2's
that
Louis, by the way.
yeah that Louis,
Which
that
he's
Louis.
a pretty ugly dude. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah,
He looks like a freaking thumb. So like a
Maya's
pig.
daughter is pretty scary looking.
Wait, Maya as in our sister, or Maya as
No,
in Impa's
the
daughter?
moneymaker.
Impa's daughter's daughter.
Yeah, the moneymaker.
Impa's granddaughter. Okay.
She looks pretty weird.
Ooh.
Yes.
Maya already looks strange.
Oh, by the way, Maya married the mayor from what was it? Harvest Moon. Actually, yeah,
What?
she married the mayor from Harvest Moon.
Okay.
It's a little weird, Maya. Okay.
I see. I see.
Yeah, so that's some examples I have. So I sent most of the kids out to sea. So yeah.
All
All right, you can go ahead now.
Okay. So I got a couple of interesting ones. Back on my old profile, Duke Nukem, he had a son, and he was born with like makeup on his face. I'm like, that is physically impossible. It is not possible to be born fabulous. I'm sorry, that's not how life works. That's not how biology works. You guys can be born like, hey, like, no, that's not how it works. You just can't come out of the womb all. I don't know. I don't know. That's just like, and Duke Nukem of all people too, like to have a kid like that, Justin Nukem. So you're saying I'm physically? Oh, I'm sorry, friend Mark. I'm sorry. You are fabulous. I'm sorry, you're beautiful. But that's Duke Nukem's daughter. She has nuclear DNA. Oh, yeah, that's right. She was born under the manliest dude out there. That, like, I don't know. She just kind of looks like a dude. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna get off of that. Yeah, this podcast is twisting in interesting ways, but
Interesting.
interesting. Son. He has. Okay. You switched. Okay, I thought. Okay, I just. Okay, you edited it. My bad. So I guess it is. So he's got nuclear DNA. So like he got. So you're telling me his fabulousness is? Yeah, I'm gonna get off of that. But I just have another kid that like isn't so much like an abomination, but just kind of looks weird. Is also my first kid, my daughter on my first profile. Dude, she looked just like me. I'm like, you look like a guy. Like,
That reminds me, all my kids look exactly like me too.
yeah. I mean, like, but at least with like your daughters, your daughters and such. Though, at least they have they have girly hair, like that, or certain features that look more, that are like more akin to like a female.
Mm-hmm.
But like my daughter, she just look like a dude. Like she had like short hair and everything, and like I'm like, ugh, like.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you look.
Hey, Dad.
She was just a light skinned version of me. I'm like, bro, it was just weird. I'm like, you are not a very pretty child. I'm like, man, you're the handsomest daughter I ever had. But yeah, yeah, I was a bit thrown off the first one I saw. I'm like, wait, did my wife just give birth to myself? I'm like, oh, that's.
Remember the time you and your wife gave birth to me in the demo?
Oh, dude, man, that was weird. So, the way TomoDachi life works is when you first start off the game, when you first start off the game, this was hilarious. So you first start off the game, when the game's not explaining, like a little tutorial about, how couples, have children and stuff. They're like, all right, like if you're me and another me get married and they have a kid, they can end up looking like a combination of the two me's. But see, the thing is, the first two people on my island was me and my brother Mark. So when they were and they try to act slick about this, but see. There's this one part where the baby's face is supposed to turn over slowly, but they cut it off just before you can see the baby's face completely because, well, I'm not married to anybody yet, so they can't determine what my baby would look like because they don't exist yet. However, I guess my brother was an existing value or something like that. So when the baby faces turn around, half of the face you can see is my freaking brother. I'm like, hold on a second. I'm like, no, you can take that back to Japan. I'm like,
That's strong in so many ways.
I'm like, that is just so wrong. For the second time dying, I'm sorry, Keon, man. You showed up at the right time. I'm just saying. And I'm like, you know, like my brother's smile is a bit wide. His face is like you can just like you see the nose, like I swear a bit of the eye and the mouth. It's just like I'm like, did I just see what I thought I saw?
So it's not quite right here.
Anyway, well, you know, if my YouTube channel gets popular, I can't wait to see some fan art of that. But
Ooh.
Anyway, let's move on to the next question here for tonight, and that is, what is your favorite and least favorite minigame?
My least favorite is probably the catching minigame.
Ooh.
Because like, I mean, I can still time it right. It's just the shape of the object that kind of just like makes it hard to catch for me. Yeah, it's like it kind of throws me off a little bit. My most favorite part is the single player memory game. I kind of like that because like, at least you have a fair chance to do it.
Right, because if the minis like if they see that you flipped a panel that they didn't get, and they flip the panel that corresponds to that panel that you messed up on, they go to town on you. Like they just like,
yeah,
they are just like they are mopping the floor with you. Like it's just like that's it. You're destroyed. They know automatically where every single matchup is in that game of memory. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like I cannot, man.
Yeah, I don't like the multiplayer version of that game.
Anyway, so you said your favorite was the single player memory, and your least favorite was the catching minigame. These are nice and quick ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so for my favorite minigame, I'd probably have to go with I like the pixel game. I like the pixel item ones. I don't know why. I just like them. Not the pixel islander ones. Those are creepy, but their faces almost never look accurate, and it just looks weird. You know, speaking of pixel people, TomoDachi Quest. Let's just go back to that. Like one time, I was in TomoDachi Quest, and like I don't know what the heck it is about the tuxedo, but for some reason, like my butt looked bigger. Like I'm like, hold on a second, dude. I look like that freak. What is that? What the heck is that one dude from like No, actually no, never mind. Let me get off of that. I'm like, I'm like, why did the tuxedo make me look larger? I'm like, what's going on there? Shoot, but you know, the pixel. I like the pixel item ones. So I don't know. It looks pretty interesting, even though it's like Atari levels of pixels, so it's a little unpleasant to look at. But I don't know. Something on me really grows about that. Except for when it's something that's so thin that like it's just like, what is the pixel item? And it's just a blank white screen. I'm like, I don't know. Like I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you can't pixelate a piece of string. I'm sorry. All right.
That kind of reminds me of the Zoom item quiz, where it's doing like just like a side of a plate, dude, like the white area.
I hate that, man. Like when they do a zoom item and they zoom into a part that's not on the item, like they just zoom into the whiteness. I'm like, how am I supposed to know what that is? Like, what is this? I don't know. A white space. Wow, that really helps a lot. And the white space is the background, in case you guys don't know. So like, they just zoom in on the empty background. I'm like, what? That's practically a loaded question. Like, you're just looking for me to get messed up. Jeez, man. But Mark, were you gonna say something?
Oh no, I just had to bring that up real quick.
Ah, okay. And, so for my least favorite, I would probably have to go with what the heck is the one there's one of them. There's one I just really don't. Oh, Islander quizzes. I hate.
Oh my goodness!
I
Not that.
hate Islander quizzes. I can almost never win those because they always ask the most obscure stuff about your Islanders, like stuff that you just by default really wouldn't pay much attention to. Like hey, Keon and Doom Guy are both really hungry. I'm like, I don't know if that's true or false. Like what? I didn't go, hey Keon, hey Doom Guy, how have you been eating today? No, I'm not worried about that because I'm sure they can make it on their own. Like, what? Unless they ask me for food, I'm like, I probably wouldn't know that. I hate those so much. Oh, also on a side note, the catching minigame, people hate that thing. They hate that minigame so much, but I'm really good at the catching minigame for some reason. Like, I don't know, like, somebody, they can drop it, like, the moment, like, the minigame starts, and I'll catch it, or they can drop it, they'll try to bait me into it. I'm like, I'm not falling for your shenanigans, I got this, and I literally got it. So, you know, I don't know, I think it's just a me thing, though. I will say, I can see how people are really annoyed with it, because it is, because you really have to tap on the center of the item the moment it crosses your hand, or it passes your hand, sort of, kind of. So I can see why people don't like it. But yeah, that's my favorite and least favorite minigame. So here's the next question here for tonight, and that is, I had a little type here. What do you find more annoying? Having more than half of the Miis in your apartment building wanting to play games, or having several Miis call you to talk to you about their children?
I think it's about the children because those things can stack, and it gets really annoying when they do it too. Like my child's crying, and then like you can't get out of it because like they just keep calling you. Like when people are playing games.
Excuse me.
Yeah, when you're on an island and people are playing games, if you wait a while, they actually switch the problems. But you can't get out of the phone calls, which gets really annoying.
You know, I'm sorry. What?
What?
I don't keep.
Kind of travelers too. They'll call about their children like, "Oh, my children are traveling. They came out to visit." And then like
nobody cares.
Yeah, yeah. So that's all I say about that. That's just my 2 cents on that.
Good. All right. Good for you then. Excuse me. Can you help me with my baby? They won't stop crying. No. That's okay. 3 minutes later, excuse me. Like, oh my goodness. Who? it's, man. I don't like that. So, anyway, Mark, if you're done, I can
Hey, go ahead.
from here. All right, cool. So, I'm right with you on the whole thing about the Miis calling you situation. I'm like, oh man, and like you said, the fact that it can stack, like, if you guys, if you ever if you don't have married couples on your island, you do not know the pain of having a lot of people getting married, a lot of people having children around the same time, and then like, you know, one day, you know, you take a hiatus from TomoDachi life, you know, all right, I'm gonna take a day or two break from it. You come back, all of a sudden, excuse me, and then like, you know, like they bring up their problem, and then you're like, you know, either you do it or not, or you're either you're doing it or you're not gonna do it. You know, you go back, and all of a sudden, excuse me, I'm like. Bro, I just got finished with somebody. Leave me alone. I'm like, I click on my, you know, this always happens to me. I boot up TomoDachi Life. I start tapping in the apartment building. I notice that on the first tap, the camera does not zoom up on it. I'm like, somebody's gonna call me. You locked up. You need help so bad with your kid that you locked up my controls. Like, that's ridiculous. Keon's over here. Keon's saying they needed to take care of their own dang baby. It's like one of those please hold fiascos. the freaking calling thing. Please don't remind me of those. I hate those. But yeah, it is so annoying, you know. Excuse me. Yeah, like, and I said they lock up your, like, you have the gall to lock up my controls at that. I'm like, so like I am forced to pull up my phone, First of all, why are you video chatting me? Like why? Like, first of all, why are you Skyping me on your cell phone? Like, just call me. Oh, that's my first thing. Like, second of all, no, I don't want to deal with your child. You're a parent. I got my own. I'm the mayor of the island. I got my own stuff to handle. Like, call a babysitter or something.
Like, jeez.
Jeez, man. I had to get that off of my chest. Anyway, we're oh, by the way, I just want to get back to the accurate me's thing that we talked about a while ago. I wouldn't say they're my most accurate, but I did put I did put the JoJo's from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on my island, and they're pretty dang accurate, you know, personality wise. Like Jonathan, you know, he's always reading books. Like because if you guys don't know, Jonathan is the studious type. Joseph is the goofy one. He likes to play as maracas. He likes to play as maracas quite a bit. Jotaro never leaves his jail cell. And yeah, he's just always keeping to himself. And Josuke, he likes to do yoga a lot. You know, it's funny, they all like to exercise. All 4 JoJos that I have on my island like to exercise. They all like to get ripped. I'm like, that is amazing. Like, I mean, again, they're not Keon levels of, like, accurate. Like, they're not that accurate. But, I mean, they all like to work out, and, I mean, come on now. They all, come on. I mean, I know Mark haven't seen, you know, JoJo Part 4, but I'm like, once you watch it, like, Josuke doing yoga, that's about what you'd expect somebody like him to do. Like, you know, it's just kind of one of those things. But a little bit off of the JoJo, because I can talk about JoJo forever. But let's move on to the last feature here for tonight, and that is, if you could give the game some sort of DLC, what would you add?
I'll add more island exploration. Because you can see them go to different parts of the island, which is actually pretty interesting. But the fact that you can't go over there is kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's always at like a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
Well, not quite. It's more like a half bird's eye view. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's always you always feel distant. I know what you mean.
I would actually like to go and see them actually do the events that they say they're doing on the news, and that'd be actually kind of interesting to me. I know the game's probably not that big because it's been like a 3DS, not really the 3DS XL.
Back in 2014, before the new 3DS XL became a big thing.
Yep.
So
yeah,
that was kind of.
I understand why it's that small, but you know, I like to do a little more things than what we actually just do. So yeah, I like a little more places you could go. You know.
Where the heck is the new 3DS XL update, man? Like, I mean, I know that I don't know. Just in case guys you don't know, they didn't say anything about it. I'm just saying, but like, there needs to be a new 3DS XL update for that expands upon the game greatly. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
The game's got a lot of potential, and it could really go to great heights. But
it's also new 3DS XL, but they don't really do anything with it.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed out about that. Games. I mean, it's basically a portable Wii. Treat it like one, please. You know.
Yeah, they kind of just like a couple of games that don't really want to play. But,
I don't want to hurt anybody. It's like, no, it's a next gen system. Move on. But we're not going to talk about the 3DS. So let's talk about TomoDachi Life. So you said you would add basically a more interactive environment, like, and you could see stuff like actually happening on the news.
Yeah,
now that would be a daunting task.
Yeah.
But if they pulled that off for the sequel, where every single news event that happens is something you can see happen, that would be amazing.
Yes, that would be. Oh my goodness. I know I play the game a lot more than what I do actually.
Like holy crap! It would get your attention so much more.
Yeah.
It's like at this point it's just like, dude, anything can happen now, man. It's like Monster Hunter, like anything happens.
Mhm.
Jeez, man. I'm totally behind you with that. If you can have ridiculous stuff happening live instead of it just being told, like if we can get a show and not a tell, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Man, if they had a fully fledged like city that you could explore and see the events happen in, that would make it even better.
Mhm.
But at that point, some of that stuff would have to like completely revamp it. So, but I think revamping its formula and refining it and adding some more rule breaking stuff, and I think would actually make it a more enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
Like a free movement first person camera feature. I mean, the game is already somewhat in first person anyway, so You know.
Yeah, it's just a little fix when it comes to some position of island.
Yeah. But so that's the thing. So specifically, you just want more like interactable stuff. That's what you would have as DLC.
Uh,
Okay. So if you're all good,
yep, you
let's
go
look
ahead.
at. All right, cool. So if I were to make some DLC for TomoDachi, I'd probably have well, for one, probably more items that I'd probably add like the feature, like to it doesn't even necessarily be DLC, just like just a feature you would just like want to add to the game, but it'd probably be something like like being able to give Mii's more dynamic stuff, or something like that. Or basically have it where like the Mii's have more dynamic personalities. Like again, this doesn't have to be DLC. Really, more dynamic characteristics really shouldn't be DLC. But like if it's cold outside, Mii's will put on their hoodies or something like that. Or if it's hot
Mm-hmm.
outside, because they really don't dress accordingly in Tomodachi life. They just kind of do whatever they feel like, and it feels kind of weird. I get it. It's a quirky game, but I mean, like sometimes like a little realism could help a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some things could be a little consistent. Yeah, more dynamic stuff. Maybe even stuff that can cause certain events to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like even on like a more dynamic skill, like being able to get in like fireworks or something like that, or just I mean, just the stuff that
Yeah.
like we're
Just little
it just
things.
shakes it up a little more. I think it could benefit from something like that. Maybe something that just kind of breaks a little bit from what the game has already established.
Yeah.
And moving in those directions is pretty much the right move. With a formula like Tomodachi Life 2, it's kind of hard to mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Well, all right, guys, that was all the questions we have for tonight. I'm just glad to do another Tomodachi Life podcast. I really enjoyed that podcast. Did you enjoy it, Mark?
Yep.
All right, cool. So, well, yeah, guys, those were our thoughts on those questions for Tomodachi Life. I am RoberOnocle, and this is Mark, and we will see you guys next time.
Later.